All right, hello. This is a Germany-Soviet deck where we attempt to use focused attack. Um, I still can't think of why the card exists, or what it's supposed to be useful for, but um, I want to buff stuff, and maybe if we get lucky, we'll be able to win. So this deck, it's kind of a heavier deck. I didn't. What's the phrase? I didn't really do it as a rush deck. That's what I want to say. There's not much control. There's a bunch of infantry, obviously, a bunch of cheap infantry. Some cheap tanks, they're mostly expensive. T-30-45 is featured, although there are only two in the deck. I kind of want to bump that up. EBH. Let's get more stuff in the front line. Because T-30-45 is a really fun card. Even if it's suppressed, it's still a 5/5 tank, so pretty good. I guess if you wanted to not counter suppression, but play around suppression, you'd play the PANZER IV-G, the one that doesn't have the retreat. That's actually a good card in light of the existence of salvage decks. As your store. I do have Annihilation. Like I said, this is kind of a high credit cost deck. With pretty good low cost cards and a decent number of them. So it also has Bloody Sickles. Might be nice to use. Okay. Do I put down a T-30-45? Methinks I don't, because I have the Gathering Storm anyways, so it doesn't change much. I do have 25th Infantry Division in this deck. That's the Soviet 8-cost 6/7, as well as the Machines of War, which is the 5-cost Soviet. Put the top Soviet infantry onto the board. Three, 5, 7 total. There it is. It's a regiment, sorry. There's the other one, so now my Machines of War is useless. That's too bad. Yeah, this is a good card. I guess Frontline America, I had good counters to it, and I had a good credit curve, which is really nice to say. Oh, wow. That is depressing as. Two. Three. And drawing is not incredibly valuable. Actually, it would be, because then I could get a better card to play, like Focus Attack. I would have drawn it next turn anyways, but... Why is it that whenever you draw a Focus Attack, you just win the next turn? Okay. Well, that was a good display of, I don't know, kind of dominating one opponent. We had a pretty good draw there, but we could do better, so let's see. Alright. The next one. Infantry Regiment's good. Your store is good. Machines of War might actually be necessary. I'm gonna throw out everything else, because this gives us a guard, which we might need desperately if we don't draw well. The only 2-cost infantry we have... Oh, actually we have 22nd Infantry Division and also 50th Infantry Division, so... Not the end of the world. Bloody Sickle. I'll save it. Does it make sense to save it? Yeah, I don't have anything on turn 4, so it makes sense to save it. Oh, this is that really dangerous deck. The one that uses the new Soviet card that deals 3 damage to your HQ, and then whatever damage your HQ is taken to whatever target you choose. So you just double that up and you get a instant kill pretty much. I don't actually really have a counter. So that is super shitty. Okay, well at least I can kill the Indian Brigade. Now, getting this out, actually this is good because they can do partisans and that's about it. So, I'll take it. He can get 2 more out. I don't want him to draw anymore. I don't think you will have much draw. You won't be able to buff that, so I'm just gonna use the hammer on it next turn. And it's nice that Machines of War puts it right next to your HQ. It's like they knew you would be using it for guards. Shame. I do have Leopold. Not exactly going to save my ass, but makes life a little easier. I don't have Annihilation. That would be good to have. Thank goodness for Machines of War. I'd be so dead without this. Okay. Buffs these, which is not very nice, but there's nothing I could do. I was kind of expecting that. What's next, though? What's next? Going for my face? No. I have this as Blitz, which is nice. That's shitty. There's nothing I can really do. I can delay the game, I suppose. This is 1 credit, 4 credits, 6 credits. Let's go ahead and draw. Great. We didn't do too badly there. We just don't have very much removal. We did draw a lot of removal. We have a Confusion in the deck, which I did not draw. I maybe should have gone for that, especially considering that it could have been Light Infantry. But we're 1 turn off of Leopold, so... yeah, that sucks. Okay, next game. Alright. It's America. I expect it to be ramp because that's a better deck than mid-range at the moment, but it could be something else. Restore is nice in case you draw a 5 cost, like Machines of War, something like that. Lets you attack for free as well as get a new unit out. I'm not going to expect the buff on the infantry regiment. I'm obviously a fool. Oh, that was the wrong play. At least I can get this in the front line next turn as a 5/5. Then I can play the Restorer in the infantry regiment. I wonder what he put as a countermeasure. No countermeasure. Should have suppressed this one. That would have been nice. This might, I mean, it's kind of frontline. They do like buffing, don't they? The new, America front lines. Interesting. That was a good draw. This is nice because it kind of counters the US kill a random unit. It doesn't counter it, obviously, but it does make it 50-50. Best you can ask for. Does America struggle with single target removal? Neensy weensy bit. Oh, you suppressed it. Tells me that you're not a fan. Ooh, fantastic. I'll probably hammer that. And then I can move both things into the front line, which I'll regret, but whatever. Wow. Wow. Can't make it retreat twice, unfortunately. This is better because it has the armor and it also has draw. 6/7 is good in stats, but we'll see if he like suppresses us or something. Or any of the other, you know, P47D, whatever. Armor is useful to have in the front line, however. Awesome. Very nice. Now it's damaged, and he also can't target it with the elite destroy unit. That's nice. Can you go away? Thank you. I actually need to play this so that I don't die to him buffing this. Do I really have to risk that? Okay, I'm not putting that in my mental calculus. Stupid. I hate that kind of thinking. It's defeatist. I kind of need to gamble in order to win here. Hmm. Whatever. This is worse than that, obviously. Yep. This is how I win. It's not very dignified. Oh my god, will I get a focused attack off? Whoa. I do want that to hit this, but it did not. That is acceptable. That's a lot of draw. You're joking. And of course it was a BM. Alright. Well, suppress is good. Next game. I really enjoyed that last game. It did feel like, obviously, he had infinite American draw, but it felt pretty close, and we did really well. So let's see what this game brings. We are going first. We have the Panzer I-B. That is a great start. They don't... America has the Engineers Battalion for that cost, but it's not Engineers, it's just Infantry Regiment. Okay. Are you going to push it up? Okay. He obviously wants to buff something. We'll find out what that something is. What I might do next turn, if he doesn't play anything, I just play Panzer I-B, or Bloody Sickle first, Panzer I-B, hit face. If I play this... if I play Infantry Regiment, then next turn I play Panzer 35T and move this to the front line. I don't have a problem with this. The draw is obviously valuable, but he's a frontline deck, so it's not like I'm guaranteed the front line. Thank God. What a way to draw. America buff decks. Obviously it would be a buff deck. That just means that Japan Finnish suppression is going to be overpowered. You countered my counter. How dare you? Maybe focus attack would be good with... I don't know. Japan? I haven't seen it yet. I'll believe it when I see it. I should have drawn first, but... Wouldn't change anything significantly. At this point, focused attack, I could do Infantry Regiment, Panzer 35T focused attack. I'd have a 7-7 and a 4-4. I could move to the front line for 12 credits. That's a use case. Of course, California Regiment plus supply shipment is probably better, and that's 2 cards. I could have done GEBIRGS-PIONIER, but this is slightly more pressure. Slightly. Also doesn't die to Greyhound. That's nice. One credit, 2 credit, or... Oh no, I can play this. Or kill that, okay. That. This. That'll be handy. Get things in the front line. If he farts out a bunch of ground units, STUKA will punish him. Okay. Yak 30 is also in this deck. I think it's actually a good addition. This is a nice position that we're in. There are obviously things that he can do in order to disrupt our board, but I don't think that he can remove the front line and the back line simultaneously. Very nice. I'll play the GEBIRGS-PIONIER, so that focused attack is slightly better. Very nice. Alright, that's a good game right there. We actually got use out of focused attack. We had to get a bunch of crap in the front line, which is kind of a little hint about how we're supposed to be using it. It's only good in the late game. It requires draw. Alright, next game. Alright, I mulliganed a bit. Sorry for not pausing in time. Infantry Regiment going first. I mean, I just kind of had to play it. We'll see how that goes. For some reason the game is lagging a bit. It's fine. If it's Light Infantry, I was barely even looking at there. I mean, there was no need to look at his nation because my hand just plain sucked. So, no comment. Okay. Very Very nice. He seems a little bit desperate. I hope he's desperate. Two credits. I can play Machines of War next turn. It'll be ugly for him. He doesn't have single target removal. No, not really. Get cracking, dude. You might find yourself dying very soon. I have Annihilation, of course, so even if he gets like a double buff on this or something like that, he has to spend 2 credits, 4 credits to do a hammer. Again, Annihilation, so if he only kills one of these and plays a guard, then, well, all I need to do is Annihilation, hit it with VOLKSGRENADIER. And the Light Infantry. It's nice that we have this one under control. It's nice that we drew the PANZER III-L when we needed to. An Eagle Claws would actually be really good in this deck, considering no, the H39 SWGs. It's not what I was thinking about. But we'd also need to counter that. Alright, next game. Bad draw. Keep the infantry regiment. Whatever is low cost, we just have to keep. That's the way it goes. Because we don't have many very low cost units in this deck. And we're lucky when we draw them. Play this, it's expendable. Oh no. We can play the infantry regiment next turn. Alpine. Uh-oh. Well, I'll at least kill this. That is not pretty. Leopold is my only option. Would more draw help? An extra unit as well? If I move this to the front line, the next turn I do, what, PANZER III-L hit? Oh. This might help. Either one will help. So. That's actually pretty darn good. You'd have to spend 3 credits moving everything up. Probably gonna play a interesting. There's an Annihilation, excellent. The 3 mana, 3/4 GEBIRGS-PIONIER is probably going to come out. Actual strike. I might like this just fine. He wasn't playing his orders very effectively. I don't know, this seems like everything but the kitchen cabinet. I'll draw. Excellent. Unfortunately, I wanted to focus attack there, but did the funny. Do you have a counter? You don't have a counter to the Panzer I-B. It makes me a winner. I should have drawn first. Excellent. J88's good. This has Blitz, so I'd probably postpone playing that. What a terrible... I mean, he must have had a terrible hand. That's annoying to play against. I will confess that I used to play Germany Retreat. I might bring that back, but because I actually have Admiral Hipper. But yeah, that's a annoying deck. We did win though, so I don't know why I'm criticizing him. I don't know why I'm being so critical. It's too negative, you know? People can play whatever deck they want. I'm just always getting on people's butts about playing meta decks. That was a good time to bait that out. Unfortunately, I don't have a follow-up. Okay. I wish I had a bloody sickle. That's all I have to say about that. I know what to expect. Oh, I didn't know what to expect. Oh, but that just means it's coming out next turn. The Unity is Strength is coming out next turn. I should have drawn. Doesn't matter. I was going to do that anyways. I'm not going to get the front line, so... This is going disastrously. I don't have a single Winter Warfare. Yep, Unity of Strength comes out. Oops, guess I'm fucked. Honestly. Here's my answer. He has 5 cards in his hand. 6 cards, actually. So I'm sure none of them will be able to kill me. What a miracle. Machines of War would be helpful. Not extremely helpful, but yeah, it'd be nice. I wonder what the rest of his hand is. What's in his hand? Bloody Sickle. Why do things fancy when you can just kill me? If I had a turn 2 follow-up, the only 2 cost cards I have are 50th Infantry, the 2 cost Veteran 3-2, Panzer 35T, and the 22nd Infantry. So, yeah, you had 2 close combats. You could have killed me. I will eventually bring out the Light Infantry counter deck. The problem is that anything that counters Light Infantry also loses to everything else. Just 4 Winter Warfares, 4 Bloody Sickles, 4 Toras, Bonsai, Last Man, or whatever that card is. Could have been better, but only slightly. We did got our early cards. It's interesting that the self-damage meta has gone into blitzing, or it's always been like just blitzing your opponent's face down before they can get removal on board. Same amount of damage. Oh, I did that in the wrong order. Oh, silly, silly man. Does anything here do 5? Oh, if this was a 5/5, I'd be so happy right now. Massive misplay. I had to go face. Cool. Let's see if I die. Do the OT-34. Needs to do 2 final pushes on it, and then I die. No. I need to draw more. It has more health. I was going to play the Yak 3, but... Do I lose? I probably lose here. Okay. In the worst way, too. Anyway, until next time, thank you for watching. See you later.